Coach, just talk about kind of your thoughts on how this game went. Obviously not the way you wanted it to go by any means, but just how you thought, your team played throughout the full 4 quarters.
Yeah, playing the number 4 team in the country, and they look like they could possibly be the number 1 team in the country watching them play. They're very well coached, big, physical. And, we didn't play our cleanest game. I thought we came out playing hard. We like to have some plays back. I thought our first drive we had a third down. We should have converted. We caught a ball. I think we'll catch it next time. But, they did a good job, I think, at condensing formations and forcing us to tackle with some of our smaller guys on the edge in the secondary. And then they hit some big shots on us. And, we gave up a big post ball where we had a player supposed to be in the post, but when they do a good job faking the run action and get somebody to suck up, so we got to clean on correct that. But I think we played with some good effort. We got cleanup details. I felt like we had a really good drive right there for the half. It's 21-0, a chance to score, cut it 21-7, and getting the ball, to start the second half. Hoping there. But give them credit. They punched the ball out. We fumbled. We got to improve our ball security. That can't happen. And drove down and got a field goal for the half. So we got a lot of things we got to clean up. Got some guys playing some really good football. Got some guys that are not playing their best football, and that's on us as coaches to get them to play their best football.
How hard is it to game plan for these Missouri Valley teams? This is your first real look at some of these teams, and just talk about, going up against, number 4, number 9 the week before, and I think we're looking at a couple other opponents later on.
Yeah.
So talk about how
I got a lot of respect for this conference. It's a big man. It's a black and blue league, definitely. And they make you play that style. And I think we improved our speed a lot on our team. We still got to get bigger in some areas. And the style of play they play, you need to get up on them to kind of get them out of it. And they were able to kind of control the game through running, picking up first downs, and we've got to get first downs, if the defense has a long drive, and we got to stay on the field and put them back out there. And, I was proud. We had a lot of guys banged up from the previous week and stuff that went out there and had to play with a lot of bumps and bruises, and probably were not 100%, but they fought. We got a lot of guys we got to get back healthy. 2 of our top running backs were out last week that hurt us, but give South Dakota credit. They came out and played physical and a good, clean football game. And we did some, as I keep saying, we're doing some good football in spurts. But you're not going to win a football game if you don't score, and you're not going to win a football game if you only convert 1 third down and give up explosive plays. So we're going to go back and keep looking at some things we're doing, and just like I told you, we're just going to keep trying to get 1% better every week. We're not going to slack up on how hard we're coaching them. Credit to the players. I think they're bought in, doing the right stuff, and we got to keep doing what they can do best and come up with the best game plan that gives us a chance to win on Saturday.
I know Jaden probably is not real happy about the game Saturday, but on that drive you were talking about where y'all got down there and had a chance to score, I think he had 5 straight completions.
He did.
It looked like he was starting to get a rhythm going.
He was, and Jaden, I know he'd like to have probably the ball back, start the second half, but the first interception, was not his fault. We had receiver a miscommunication, ran the wrong route, but we'll get that cleaned up. But he's throwing the ball well at times, and we were protecting him, and good job our offensive line. And I actually thought there in the second quarter, sometimes we were getting some pressure on them, and so many times on the film we're just an inch or 2 away from hitting the quarterback, and a sack fumble onto our long completion. So credit their offensive line; they had a good offensive line, and we're close. We're getting better. Like I said, we got to keep rolling guys in on defense. We've had a lot of guys banged up and having to mix some pieces, and probably some guys that are probably not physically where we want them to be yet, as far as size and strength, having to play some tough situations in football games. But, we're going to fight and get through it, and appreciate, our fan support and our players. And it's a tough league, and we're going to find some joy and some encouraging parts in it, and continue to get better.
Someone I'm hoping to get a chance to talk to you about at some point. Well, here's a chance. Tom looks like he's putting the ball very well.
He is. Tom is hit some really good punts the other night. I'm trying to think he averaged, it was in the well over 48 and a half. Fortunately, he's getting a lot of work at punting. So I told him he's punting the ball really good, so we're going to try to keep him from punting the ball as much during games, but he is definitely punting the ball really well. And we had some good job protecting the other night, and we playing some good special teams. Coach Zielinski does a great job with our special teams. We've had some costly errors where we fumbled some punts and some different things on kickoff. I feel like if we'd had one or two guys finishing a block, could have led us big plays, but we'll get that cleaned. And, that's my whole thing. I know nobody wants to drop a ball and nobody intentionally fumbles a punt and all that stuff. And I'm going to believe in the guys that made those errors because I know they're good football players and I know they'll learn from it and move on. And that's why I'm trying to get guys, hey, good play, next play, bad play, next play. We got to move on and play like each play. Whether you made a good play, you can't. It's not going to guarantee you have success on the next play. And you make a bad play, you can't let that carry on. And same thing with losing a football game. We can't let South Dakota, not our best performance, carry on to this week because Indiana State, they've got a really good football team. I think their season's probably not going the way they has envisioned either, but they had a chance to beat Youngstown State. It's got a good team on the road, and Coach Mallory's done a great job there. He's they got some guys that are really playing football hard, so we're gonna have a really challenging game Saturday.
What kind of things does Indiana State do that you're noticing on film right now?
Yeah, defensively, they like to bring pressure a lot. The thing that sticks out to me is how hard they play. They're two safeties. They'll come in there and there's 11 guys trying to get to the football. They do a really good job. They're solid on special teams. Coach Mallory has a defensive background. They tackle well, and they play with extreme effort, which tells you, he demands it and is getting it out of them. They're like us. They've had a tough schedule to start the season. But Coach Mallory's been at Illinois under Coach Zook in Michigan, and his family comes from a really good, successful coaching family. He's got a brother at Michigan and another brother coaching the NFL and special teams. So, they're solid there. Offensively, their quarterback, Mr. Owens. He's kind of making some plays, a redshirt freshman, but he kind of extends some plays. He can extend plays with his leg. He's done a good job throwing the ball this year. They've shuffled a lot of different things in their offensive line. I think their offensive line is improving. The running back, Ples Lawrence, he's quick. Just like most backs in this league, he's hard to tackle, and you better wrap him up. And they've got some good, solid receivers, so we're going to have our handful. But defensively, they've got the interior guys. They got guys that can rush up front and linebackers that are good blitzers. And they can be disruptive. So we're going to have to be solid and finish blocks and block the right people. And we got to find a way to extend drives and score points, because if you don't score points, it's tough to win a football game.
I asked Ashton this question as well, but from the coaching perspective, how hard is it to have two losses like this and still be able to kind of get up next and get right back to work and just kind of drown that out and leave it in the past?
Yeah, it's tough. Just to be honest with you, I don't. I believe our players same way. I try to tell them all the time, I don't care who we're playing. We're going to go out there and give our best effort and believe as long as we put that helmet on and they put a ball down, we expect to win every football game. And yes, we played two top 10 teams back-to-back weeks, but we signed up for this, and so we gotta find a way is our motto. And Indiana State, they Houston Christian have lost a really tough game. Eastern Illinois had a tight game, and even Youngstown State, they've been and a chance to win in the last 4 games and beating Dayton. So they're a really good team. I know, like I said, they're going to be probably like us, a little salty and trying to figure out. Trying to get all the pieces put together, a complete game, but we're going to have our hands full Saturday going on the road to play them.
You preached a lot about progression and development. So what does that kind of look like?
Yeah, we're going to, we took, some time physically off, yesterday. And today, but we got to have a physical practice Tuesday, and I'm going to switch up some things during practice. Just, we did it earlier in fall camp and, we were a little banged up the past 2 weeks to be able to do it, but, just trying to create competition, in certain drills, a winner and a loser. Cause, in the game, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose on a third down. Either the offense is going to get it or the defense is going to stop them, so we're going to try to create some of those situations, tomorrow in practice and throughout the week just to, kind of create as many game-like situations as we have. And, too many times I think the past 2 games we've had guys in position, to make a play on a ball and we're just not quite there yet closing. And for whatever reason, we got to make up those inches. And, football's a game of inches and we're inches away from getting a sack and inches away from making a play or, inches away from breaking a run or just straining a little bit more to finish a play to break a long run or missing a pass by a couple inches or dropping a ball. So we've got it's us on coaches, if we got to put a new player in there to give them an opportunity to make that play, we've got to. And if a player's not making that play, we got to figure out why they're not making that play and do everything we can to get the best football out of them. I still believe in this team 100%. I still believe in this coaching staff 100%. I know we don't have the 100% results we want right now, but, that's like anything you do. There's going to be some growing pains and, it's some tough times and we're going to figure out a way to do it and move forward. And that's going to be, I told our coaches, that's what we got to do. Just every week, figure out a way to try to go 1-0 and play our best football and put last week's game behind us, learn from it, and improve.
I know it's one play, but and especially in a game like this, I can see a lot of positives, but Bailey's interception.
Yeah. And it was really good. Jamar Daly, a young man that's been around here a long time, and he's a guy, he wasn't starting coming out of spring practice. And we were talking about that today at lunch. Got to spend some time with him. And he earned his starting job. And he went to work and we told him what he had to get better at, improve, and he's improved. And I was proud to see him make that interception the other night. And he told me before he went out on the field, he said, Coach Smith and all of them said, go make me a play. And he went and made a play. And I was so proud to see that. And these guys really worked hard. And hopefully we'll get a lot of plays out of them Saturday and throughout the season. But, I think that's definitely some good confidence we can build on. And, that's why I tell our guys we kind of need – we got to get that snowball success and build off of that. And unfortunately, we've had, a snowball that's probably been some tough plays and the ball's not going to bounce your way every game, but we got to control what we can control and our effort and attitude and our ability to get better, which, I think our guys are doing that. And we just got to get it to show up on the field a little more this Saturday.